Welcome, everybody. Today is Anna is on vacation, so I'm going to be teaching today. And my name is Natalie or Nat, and we are going to be drawing about with intention to clean our aura. And if you are ready to start, thank you everybody for coming, and thank you everybody for getting to our new website system. And we are testing it, so I hope it wasn't too much trouble. It's still a process. We are moving to a new website. So thank you for testing the system. I'm gonna be switching my camera and we will start drawing. Okay, so far so good. As you may know, besides the physical body, everybody, every human has aura around their bodies. So and they're situated in layers. We're going to draw 7 layers of our aura. And I invite you first to draw a little figure. You can draw a human figure, but it's easier. It's going to be easier if you draw 2 circles. So I'm going to be drawing 1 circle for the body and a smaller circle for the head. So this is going to be a representation of my physical body. And in physical body, this is our vehicle to live in this 3D reality in the world. And this is what we see normally. This is what we are trained to see with our eyes. This is what we can touch, and this is what we are most familiar with. Next, we're going to draw 7 layers around it. And the first layer is, if you want to take a pencil first and draw them very lightly, and then we're going to go over with neuro lines. So it's up to you. I'm going to be using my marker so you can, my pen so you can see it better on the camera. But if you want to first just draw them lightly with a pencil, what we are doing is just drawing the 7 layers around it. So this will be the first layer. And the rest will try to do them more ovally, because only the first layer, the closest layer to the body, resembles the shape of the body. The rest are more rounded. So it doesn't matter if they are very, they don't have to be perfect, and it will be your diagnostic as well. Because if you have any problems, they are represented within those layers of your aura. So we have drawn 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, And now that we have drawn them, we are going to start to go over them with neural lines and explore. So just going over, I'm going over the physical body first. And I'm exploring and also noticing how I feel inside my body. Any sensations, any feelings, emotions. And I'm also rounding right away. So I don't want to wait. And our physical body becomes alive when we are born and dies when at the end of our life. And it is connected to the rest of the ethereal bodies, the rest of the auras, auric bodies. So it is important, it is like without this physical body, our soul cannot have these experiences. So it is important for us to have healthy and clean physical body. What makes this physical body healthy? Well, we need to have exercise for sure. The physical body needs exercise, but not only exercise, it needs play, games, and it needs good food, clean water, and it needs sunlight. We need to have 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight a day, every day. And next, after this physical body, we have an etheric body. Etheric body, I'm just going over with neural lines now. And I think I need another pen. So etheric body is very close to the physical body. It is about, I have written down 1-2 inches. Usually if you train, you can easily train your eyes to see the etheric body. And there are videos on YouTube if you want to experiment. It's not that difficult. You don't have to have paranormal abilities. You can train yourself. I tried and I thought I see something, but I'm not sure. I cannot be 100% sure. And this is our first layer that is connecting between physical body and all other astral bodies. It accumulates the imprints through the day, and it clears them when we sleep. If we have anything stuck in this body, any imbalances, they can manifest very easily into physical body. Next one is emotional. And this first layer is related to our first chakra. Then the emotional body, the second body. I'm starting to go with neural lines over this emotional, the third layer, the second layer, sorry. And it is connected to our second chakra. And how can we keep it clean? Obviously, it is connected to our emotions. So we need to choose consciously to maintain positive emotions, and emotions and not only choose, but they are guiding us. Emotions are showing us what is good for us. Our emotions are our guiding system. So if we experience negative emotions, we understand that this is a sign for us to do something differently in order it's all it will manifest in a long time. If we don't pay attention to our emotions, it will manifest into the physical body. Okay, and this emotional body is 2 to 4 inches outside from our physical body. That's what they say. I haven't seen it, so if you are able to see it, maybe you can confirm. But it stores the information from emotion. So we need to keep positive emotions to keep ourselves in positive emotions in order to keep this body clean. The third one is our mental body, associated with the third chakra, which is also, we call it our ego. It has different meanings, but it relates to our perceptions about ourselves and what we think and how we, in the logic, how we use the logical mind. And information is also stored there. So in order for us to have healthy mental body, we need to keep our thoughts clean, meaning we need to be oriented toward God. And now the word God is loaded and with different religions and different for different people. So what else? So this is the higher principle in the universe. We need to be oriented not toward mundane, but higher purpose. Finding the higher purpose in life and devoting our life to the higher purpose in order to keep this body clean and healthy. And stress. Okay, here we say that, no, this was for the previous one. The stress and worry for the emotional body we need to avoid. And as here we need to avoid negative thoughts. And the saying that thoughts, what we think of, we become, or what we think we attract. This is in this mental body happening. This is very true. And it is all happening here. And it's all influencing the previous body. So those three bodies are very close to our physical body, and they die. All of them die. What I read, after when we die, they die as well. So when we continue afterlife, we don't keep those. What we keep is the next one and the outers, the next bodies. And the next one is the fourth one, which is called the astral body. And you may have heard about astral projections. People can leave their body and travel in different dimensions or different parts of the universe. There are lots of books on this topic. This is what they use. This body, the astral body, is what they use to travel. If they train themselves to become sensitive enough, they can leave their physical body and use this astral body to explore other realms. And this body is connected to our heart chakra. This layer is, to keep it healthy, we need to be oriented toward love, and not this human love, but higher sense of love. Acceptance and appreciation and the next layer, it will be the fifth layer. We start, the next three layers are related to our soul. So the fourth layer is intermediate, and the three next ones are related to our soul. So the fifth layer is called etheric 2. So we had etheric 1 close to the physical body. The next one is soul body, or etheric 2. Is the lower soul body. And I'm going to use neural lines around this body. And this is our throat chakra. This is where we can manifest things. Of course, we are not manifesting from our mind, but from our soul level. From the level of our soul. I'm not looking at chat. I hope no questions. Okay, good. Okay, and if you notice how you feel, notice what you experience. How your breathing is. And I'm getting, I'm slowing down a lot. My mind is slowing down. I cannot speak even fast enough. So the sixth layer is celestial upper spirit, celestial layer. This is the layer of intuition. So intuition, sometimes they say that intuition is wrong assessment of situation, but that's not, it's quite the opposite. Intuition is opposite of logic sometimes. It has the information that is coming from very, very high. And if we are in tune, we can hear it or feel it or know it. And it will help us in life make the right decisions and do the right things. Understand what is the difference between know what is right for us and for others as well. So this information is coming from the collective. At this level, we are connected with people, with a lot of people. So imagine if this layer is closer to the body, the first layer, this sixth layer is already far away from the body, and it collects the information, it integrates with other, not integrates, but interacts with other people's layers. And we become a lot more connected and a lot more closer with these levels, on this level, than we are on the physical level. And the seventh layer, the last one, is called spirit light body, also keteric template or keteric layer, and also causal body. So this is our divine nature is on this level. Also, anything, this is recording the information between lives, our reincarnations. And all our karma, good or bad, is recorded here. And maybe that's why a lot of people may have memories that in one of the past reincarnations, a lot of them have been Princess Nefertiti. I may have not mispronounced her name, but the Egyptian princess. And it is because we are connected on this level. Information is shared on this level. Okay. Okay, now that I have gone over with neural lines, I'm gonna connect with lines. I'm gonna start. So there's a few ways you can connect. You can just draw lines from the bottom to the top, or you can draw lines from your physical body into different directions to outside, from the inside to outside. And that's what I'm going to be doing, and noticing how I feel. So I'm just, because I want to explore the energy coming through all the layers and they're connecting. I'm going to be exploring and going through different layers with neural lines. And right away, I feel like I want to start rounding. So if you want to do this as well, please do start rounding. Or you can add more lines. And how are you feeling? I feel very slow. I slowed down a lot. I feel the energy is very different now. And drinking water may help. So it is interesting how those bodies influence each other, how we are what happens to us, it's not just random, but it is information is stored somewhere. In a lot of what we think that we are making choices actually are just consequences and not choices. We still have a lot of freedom to make choices. And basically they are with choosing the right versus wrong, choosing the right foods, choosing clean water, choosing the activities for our body, choosing our reactions, and choosing our thoughts. Okay. How is everybody doing? Are you breathing? How are your hours coming? Auras. How are your auras doing? We're gonna, if you want to introduce color, you can start with color and go by chakras. So the first layer outside of the body will be red because the color of the base chakra is red. We are going to be using the same. Or if you feel like you need to balance anything in your aura. So we can introduce circles for support. If you feel that somewhere in your aura you need more support, if something is missing, or you can introduce circles. Or more neural lines. Has anybody seen their aura? There are now available Krilian photography that you can make pictures of your aura, different colors. And at different times, they say it looks different. It changes with your emotional state, your mental state. I'm using very interesting paper today. I don't know how the colored pencils will be on this paper. Haven't tried it yet with the pencils, so it will be a surprise. Okay, and I drew them the same distance between the layers, but they are not the same. So if you feel like you have different distances between the layers, it may be more accurate representation. Just that's how it happened for me. And now I want to start coloring. And you can start coloring from the most inner layer, or you can start coloring from the outer layer. So the inner layer is gonna be red. Which red do I want? They are mostly the same, right? Yeah, they're the same. Yes.
Now, these lines that go outwards, how many of those are there supposed to be?
As much as you want to balance it. For me, they represent the connections between different layers, because there is interaction that is going on both sides, from the inner to the outer and from the outer to the inner. We collect the information, everyday information from our life, what we do, and it is stored, it affects what we do, how we think, how we feel. It affects and it's stored in the outer layers. But then the outer layers, our soul influences the inner layers. And so for me, those lines represent the interaction between the layers. The other way would be if you want to just make field lines from the bottom to the top. If you feel like this is more appropriate for you, just the energy going from earth to the sky. So whichever way you want to do them, the lines. And some of them
do you always go through all of the layers, or like say if you wanted if you felt stuck or something like that at a certain layer, would you only go to that point outwards, or do you always go through the whole lot?
I felt that I want to go all the way, but if you feel stuck, just listen to yourself and just do partial, and you don't have to go to the end. So it's an interesting question. I haven't thought what color do I want to do my physical body. Do I make it red as well? Maybe yes, because it is all gonna be the very close to this first chakra. So it is good, makes sense to be red. Even maybe even brown. How about that? We'll see. So for now, just red. Oh, I'm sorry. You hear that? Okay. So do you have lines that are not going all the way, Matthew? Do you feel like you don't want to go all the way?
No, I was just thinking, like say maybe the emotional layer, maybe, if you wanted to have better emotional flow or intelligence, maybe that you could somehow interact with a certain layer, more so than other ones.
Yes, and that's true. Emotions are very closely influencing the physical layer as well as the mental layer, and the other way around.
Mm. Yeah, it doesn't feel right to me to sort of go part of the way, because that would stop that. Yeah, like especially the layers in the middle, as you say, they influence the ones above and are influenced by the ones below. So you want to facilitate that flow of energy through all the different layers.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I agree. I agree. So the emotions we carry, they say the last emotions that are imprinted at the last moment we die, we carry them to the next life. Probably not only those, but they can be the strongest. Any strong emotion will be imprinted. Not so strong emotions will be forgotten, but very strong emotions will be imprinted in our soul, and we'll carry them. So that's why controlling the emotions, there are many ways of controlling the emotions. Breathe with breath, taking a deep breath and counting to 10. They say that it's enough for us to change our emotional state. Okay, and the next layer will be orange after the red. Emotions will be orange with our second chakra.
It's interesting to me, you know, in brain science, they talk about, I think they're called peripersonal neurons, and there's a type of neuron in your brain that it's woken up when you're very close to someone. And when you're talking about the first layer being very close to the person, yeah, it's interesting to me. I think there's a parallel there, if not the same thing. That actually there is a part of your neuron system that is physically very close to, or it operates very close to your body, and I think it mimics what you're talking about.
Yes, probably. It's a complex system, and when I was preparing for this class, I was thinking, is it possible at all to replicate so many functions? Everything is woven together. Everything is interacting. It's not just simple in one thing. And like you're saying, the neurons, even on the physical body, have a function that is related to emotions, and we have emotional body, so it can be related to this emotional body. And is it possible at all to have machine has all these functions like our body is having? It should be very complicated machine. So is it possible for a machine to sustain, to get a soul to connect with a machine? It will have to have all those bodies also connected. And also, Matthias, I was reading about the sounds, how the sounds influence our body. And not only physical, but all of those other layers. So they have experimented with different sounds and sound healing. Everybody has heard probably Sound healing is influencing those different, can influence different layers of aura and heal auric layers, and then healing that occurs in our aura heals the body. So in some interesting sense, our body is just a mirror. Our sicknesses or our problems in our body are just mirroring to us those imbalances that are happening in emotional, in mental, in other bodies. And where are they coming from, these imbalances then? Are they coming just from stress, emotional trauma, mental? How is it all connected? Okay, the next one, I love orange. Okay, the next one is yellow. Yellow. Yellow is our mind. So, have you had a lot of yellow in your drawings? And look through your drawings after today and see if you have had yellow. If you have used yellow, are you a very mental person? Is there a correlation between using yellow and being logical and mental? I use very little yellow on my drawings. It's a nice paper. Okay. So mind is very, very, very important. Why is it important? It's it's an instrument. It's a very high instrument, very, very ingenious machine. It's not machine. It's not, I'm saying machine. I mean biological, like, achievement, because it's still in the physical, and it helps us to decipher this reality. If you have seen the movie The Matrix, where reality at some point becomes zeros and ones, and they're falling through the screen, and that's what it is actually. They're just strings of energy and information, and our mind helps us to see it the way we see it, the way we are used to see it. There is a book of, oh my God, I forgot how it's called, but a neuropsychologist suffers brain damage, a stroke, and she loses function of one side of her brain. I forgot which one. I think it was the left one. And so she loses her ability to speak, she loses her ability to read numbers, and she starts to perceive energy, those energy streams that are flowing. And this is probably how we are born. When we are children, this is just my theory. I think we spend a lot of time just learning how to decipher, how to see these energies the way other people are seeing them. So we are taught this is yellow, this is red, this is spoon, and probably kids see something completely different, and they are trained little by little to accept those things that other people think that are normal. And our brain accepts it, starts doing it. Okay, next layer. What is the next layer? It's green. It's the heart. It's the heart chakra. Okay. And green is so many different greens there are. Which is your favorite green color? So this is the transition. Green is the transition between, it's a mix. It's yellow and blue. Green. Heart chakra. Heart is not centered. Heart chakra is centered, but our heart organ, the heart, is not central in our body. And it's not doubled either. We don't have two hearts, left and right. It's very interesting how it is. That it's not centered and it's not mirrored. Maybe we will mutate and the next human race will have two hearts, like there are two brains, because they say that there are brain cells in our heart. They are similar to the brain cells in our brain. But they are in our heart. So we can make decisions and think literally from our heart. Oh, this is very cheerful green. Okay, so what is next? The next one is light blue, which is the throat chakra. And I don't really have a good light blue. They are more darker blues, so I don't know what to do. Okay, so I need to be very gentle. Let's use this one. Oh, that's good. This is very good. So throat chakra is the manifestation. We speak the sounds. Yes, the sounds again. Those sounds that are healing and those sounds that are the spells. The wizards use the sounds to make the spells. And we use words a lot. Animals don't have words, they have other sounds. Maybe those are words for them, yes. dolphin have language. They already. Interestingly, that the sounds in water are spreading faster and better in water than they're spreading in air, as opposed to light. Light is the other way. Light is not spreading as easily in water. So are we light being or are we sound being? I think we are light being, but sounds are very important too. Sounds are important parts of this reality. Okay, so this was the throat chakra, or the fifth layer. And now we have the sixth layer, which is purple. No, dark blue. Sorry, dark blue. Which dark blue do I choose? It's very tricky because it's very close to purple, the dark blue. Okay, I think I will choose this one. So this is the intuition. Intuition, third eye, and the collective. Collective information is stored here. I have to round something here. So if you start coloring and you see that you haven't rounded anything, you can go back and finish. You can finish rounding at any time when you notice it. Okay. Intuition. If somebody is very, the more people become spiritual, they get connected, more connected to their intuition. The more they let go of mundane and spend more time with the spiritual. So intuition is related to the mental body, but it's the mental body of the soul. The way our soul thinks is through this layer. And the last one will be purple. What is purple? Is this purple? Or is this purple? This is more violet. Where's my purple? Okay, I think this is purple. Violet. No, it's violet, violet, violet. Interesting. Okay, let's try this one. I think it's good. And this is the last layer, the seventh, the causal, or the spirit light body. And there may be more that we are not counting. For sure, there are more. The same as chakras, there are more than 7 chakras. We just are talking about the main ones. 7. This, and the same with the 7 layers. Okay. And again, we are noticing how we feel, how our body is reacting, and how our emotions are. I feel very uplifted after drawing this. It looks like maybe I have balanced something, and my yellow, the mental body, just is so bright, sticking out to me. So now we add as many lines and circles around this as you feel like. So if you feel like you need support in some areas, you can add circles. And my previous drawing, I have added circles, but right now I don't feel like I want to add any circles. You can add them at any time. You don't have to do them right away. Your drawing, you can draw more tomorrow or in a week or in a few hours, however you feel like it. And I want to just straightforward draw field lines, but I need to add something in the environment. What do I add in the environment? What do I add? I don't know. Nothing is coming. Interesting. Okay. Maybe I will just explore it with some more some more neural lines and see how it comes. I want to read about these neurons that are connecting us. So besides being in oval shape, they are also our aura is in a shape of a donut. So there's energetic field that is spinning as well as going through the central channel and folding in, then coming out, folding up, and then in and circulating as well. And it may be a different energetic system. It may be not the aura that is doing it. But we are a lot more bigger than just the physical body and a lot more connected on many levels. Okay, so I can draw this one here. How is everybody doing? Do you have any insights about your aura? How are your auras doing? Different layers. I'm really liking it. I don't know why. I'm liking this simple drawing more and more. It's not complicated at all. Okay, we are not gonna do 2 hours today. It's gonna be an hour and a half. And it's a different time here in Texas. So that's why we started earlier and we're gonna wrap up. But you know, everybody is experienced and everybody knows the steps. We're just gonna go over the steps. So after you have rounded everything and have your colors, if you want to expand some of the colors into the environment, into background, it is possible, and I may do it later. Right now I just feel I don't want to do it. Maybe after I do the field lines I would want to do it.
No.
Yes,
My daughter say my drawer looks like a spider.
it looks like spider. Interesting. Would you like to draw some circles inside the like around around your aura? If you want to draw circles to support support.
And I can also add more neural lines, right?
More neural lines and more colors. You can expand those colors.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can expand whichever color you want. If you want to expand the light blue or the purple or green, whichever color you want to have to go out. And you can add more neural lines. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
When you say to add more circles, are you, I'm new to this. I was wondering if you have a drawing that you could show that maybe you did to show what that would be like.
I have, but it's on the wall behind
Okay.
me. I cannot take it out
But
right
you're
now.
not talking about outer circles, right? You're talking about circles within the drawing?
No, actually outer circles, yes.
Outer
So,
circles. Okay.
So no, actually everywhere. Sorry, for example, what I would do if I need to add a circle. So first of all, my shape is not very oval. So I'm missing part. So I could just add, which is not going to be a circle, but it's going to be something to create this missing part for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then round everything. That's one thing I could do. The other thing is I feel just feel around. And if you want to balance something, for example, you can draw circles on the bottom. Usually it's good on the bottom part to have more object. So here, I'm drawing this circle, and what I invite is support, like spirit guides, or you don't see it, sorry. I just draw this circle in the bottom. And for me, it will represent support from spirits to help me balance my aura.
Okay.
But it does not have to be in the bottom. It can be anywhere. If you feel, it can be inside your body. If you feel like you need somewhere more support, circles. I haven't explored my inside the body yet, but you're welcome to do so. And of course, round everything after you add some. We need to, adding additional circles is gonna be your based on your needs, how you feel it will be more harmonious for you. Circles are always harmonizing. You never will go wrong with adding circles. And it can be done at any point. No, it's not necessarily done right now. Okay. I'm missing pink. I want to add somewhere some pink. I'm not sure where yet. I was thinking to add pink inside the physical body.
Yeah, I was wondering about pink because I often have pink in my drawings. You're talking about yellow before, and I'm the same. Very little yellow, but often pink.
Often pink. Pink is associated with the heart chakra, with the green. It's an expression of love, and it is interesting.
Yeah, maybe I'll do my snowman pink.
Yes, you can do your snowman. Okay. And then to balance it, I'm gonna add some blue here. Okay, so I'm adding, finally, I'm adding some colors in the background. How is your marathon of gratitude going? Who is doing the marathon? Are you almost done? Completed? And if you somebody has completed the marathon, the 21-day marathon, and I haven't, because there's so many people now doing the marathon of gratitude, I may have missed somebody. Please send me a note if I have missed you, to give you the certificate for the 21 days marathon.
I'm on my last one, so hopefully this weekend finish it finally.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to go back and see your other drawings because I missed some of them. Did you post everything or?
Yeah, it's it's been an interesting journey, very very emotional, very deep. But yeah, I think I got what I wanted from it. So I feel different to when we first started. So it's been a good process.
Yeah, hey, very good. Okay. The time is right for transformation. Oh, and I forgot to say that the last layer is associated with ascension. I don't know if you're interested in ascension. It's a word that has also lots of meanings, but apparently this last layer is where we need to, if we are going to ascend, this is where it's happening, the 7th layer. Okay.
Is that the same as transcendence?
Think it's not the same, but I may be wrong. Ascension is going, transitioning from one life form to another life form, higher life form. And transcendence is sort of beyond, going beyond, but I'm not sure if they mean the same thing. Not an expert, sorry. Okay, so now we do the field lines, and whoever did those lines, neural lines from the bottom to the top, please do the field lines the same way. If you did like I did, then choose 1 or 3 or 4, however lines you have, to highlight them. Make them bolder. Or add new lines. You can add new lines for your field lines. They look weird that they are not coming from the center. Probably want them to come from the center. And after we have done our field lines, we need to round them because they're different thickness. They create additional angles, so we need to round them. Mm. Take your time, notice everywhere. This will need some more time because there's so many crossings with these layers. I decided to go to bed early because of my head. Okay, I see some in the chat. I'm sorry, I missed all the chat. Circle for me. I will write it. I will write it in the Facebook group. So I'm not going to be able to write the names of the circle, but I will provide the information. One of your other, okay, we talked about this. I have circles if you want me to show them. Yes, Julia, would you like, Donna, Julia can show you some circles if you would like still to, if you're interested to see. I think, okay, so here's Julia.
Oh, I see. Oh, you have a lot. Okay.
Yes.
And the lines don't always go through them. You can do circles and then the lines connecting start and stop.
Yeah, what happens with mine a lot, sometimes my neural lines, they make a wave that just, to me, looks like a circle should be there. And so that's I believe what you're talking about, why there's not the line through them, yeah.
Okay, that's beautiful. That's great.
Thank you.
It's different than I was imagining.
That's
Okay.
very, yeah, very cheerful. Very good. Love it. Good. Okay. And I'm just reading the chat. Okay, good. Okay. And the last part, but not the least, is we are gonna do art fixation, and something that we want to emphasize, something that is important to us, something that it can be the entire aura, the 8, the 7 circle, any of the other circles, any of the small circles, any of the layers of the aura. And I think I'm gonna do the entire aura for me. So I'm adding the border, and then I will have to round everything. Again, because of the thickness of this line. And we are getting close to 30 minutes. So it's been an hour and a half. And I'm gonna have to go, but if you have any questions or want to show your drawings right now, this is the time. Or if you want to share your experiences through this drawing, I'm gonna switch my camera. And if anybody wants to share, was this class, what was helpful for you during this class?
This was my very first class, so everything was great. Everything was new.
Thank you.
I can show you my.
Sure. Yes.
Uh,
Okay. Yes. Very good. You did great. How do you feel? Did you feel any emotions, sensations, body feelings, anything?
Not really.
Not really.
I mean, I'm very relaxed now.
Good.
So that's good.
Good. Maybe you will have some realizations after later on tonight. What you will need to do is just finish rounding. Do not go to sleep before finishing rounding. That's important. And then you can post your drawing in the Facebook group if you want.
Okay.
Okay, and we have, I don't know anything about this chakra work, so that part is all new to me. Okay, you're welcome. Good. Was it interesting part to you? Did you find it interesting? Yes. Okay. Great. Great. They say that those auric fields around us are very much influenced by our intention, and the more we think about them, even drawing them is helping to harmonize them. And this is what this class was intended to do, to harmonize our auras and to heal them. So keep on drawing, and I will see your drawings in the Facebook group.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night or good day. Okay. And see you next time, next Friday with Anna.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.